So I didn't think I was gonna have nothing to say, but when I seen that horsefly, it wasn't a dragonfly. It dragonfly flying around, but what flew in my truck was this huge brown horsefly. And so I started doing research on this because I told you somebody who prophetic said, pay attention to the insects around you. And so I got my window cracked. I'm trying to eat, just minding my business, just trying to get situated out here, just trying to have my mind right. I already was late for work. I already had to put my angels in overdrive. I really don't do it unless I got to. But I woke up late, so we running all lights. So y'all get ready now, cause we pushing through. We pushing through the city. So my aunt, they already know, yeah, that it's going down in the streets with me, cause we finna get to work on time out here. Like no distraction, like none of this. So God, he been coming to me about that horsefly. And it got a double meaning for me. Horsefly represents something good. It represents my stubbornness not to give in to people, to keep my boundaries in place, to be very stern with my boundaries that I got in place. Like for me, the horsefly represent my stubbornness not to move or budge when people try to push their way in and try to bogart their way into what I got going on, and my persistence and my just drive overall, me not wanting to hear no. So me, I'm out here, I'm not gonna take no for an answer from nobody. So I'm gonna keep pushing through. So for me, the horsefly is symbolic to me and how I'm moving out here spiritually. But on the flip side of this horsefly, it represents stubbornness. People that's stubborn, people that don't want to listen, people that don't want to accept no. It's problematic. This horsefly and the spirit of this horsefly that's in people is more than one person. It represents this nuisance. They a pest. Whoever these people is, they are a pest. They are a pest. They bothersome. Like they just don't want to move forward. They just don't want to hear no. Spiritually, what God telling me dealing with this type of people that got this type of spirit operating in them, they're going to have to be moved with force. They're going to have to be moved with force. So the police may have to get involved dealing with these people to get them to finally just go on. God himself may have to step in to get these people to move on. When I got out my truck, a black bird flew across my head. It really was real close to me, honestly. So I look up, I see a blackbird. God said for some of these people, it may be to the point of death. Like for these people to finally just go forward with themselves, and if they refuse to move forward, even after the warnings that he's telling these people to go forward, and they just still refuse, the angel of death may have to be involved for them to finally get the message to go forward with themselves. It may be to the point of death for some people who refuse to just move. Like it's this horsefly. It's very stubborn. In the middle of me just standing outside trying to get this horsefly out, this blackbird flew past me. And what I'm getting from this symbolically is it may be to the point of death for some of these people out here if they don't get some act right out here. So God said these people have been warned. They already know, but they refuse to listen to him. So it's just gonna be what it is at this point. Like it is what it is. It's just gonna be what it is at this point. Like if these people got a stiff neck, I'm getting stiff neck. Like they just hard headed, just don't want to listen. Just got a reprobate mind that they think they gonna do what they want to do out here. After warning, after warning, after warning to go forward with themselves, and they still feel like they want to pop back up. And I'm talking about pop back up in my life. After the warning's been sent, after the door been shut, God himself may have to step in and definitely gonna probably be involved in this picture if you don't get the message and go forward with yourself and you keep trying to feel like you gonna invade. Because the horseflies, they like to invade people's privacy. No respect. Like they have no sense of respect for other people's boundaries in this process. So this type of stubborn spirit, God is sending you the warning to go forward and leave me alone. If you refuse to go forward and leave me alone, it will be consequences. It may even be to the point of death if you keep pushing it out here. It may get to that point. The police may have to get involved in this You will have to be moved by force. This is what God is telling me. Like, you just gonna have to be moved by force, one way or another. Cause you just refuse to listen to, and the warning that he been telling you to go forward. Like, you just refuse to not want to go forward in this whole process. It ain't hard. So me, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to eat my food. I cracked my window. God said a small crack can open the door and open the window to a huge problem that you don't want. So he telling me to keep my boundaries in place. Everything I say is locked. If you ain't around me, if I ain't got no kind of affiliation, no kind of nothing, God said he has made those decisions and the door is shut. And he said this horsefly spirit is trying to find a window, a little crack, to try to ease their way back into my life. Because I'm sitting here minding my business, trying to eat my food, just doing what I do out here. And while my window was cracked, a huge horsefly flew in my truck. So he said symbolically, this huge horsefly that flew in my truck while I was just trying to eat my food, just trying to do what I need to do out here, just trying to, just I ain't bothering nobody. He said this spirit that's on people, they trying to find a small crack, and they can't come through no door. It's understood that they are not welcome. Like, they know this. So what these people in this spirit is trying to do is find a window, and it's not trying to just go through the window. Like, it's trying to find a crack. Like, it's trying to find the smallest crack to try to ease its way back into my life. And if this horseshoe spirit and these people come back into my life, God said you're gonna have a huge problem. Because this horsefly was big. Like, it was so big. God said you're gonna have a huge problem trying to get rid of these people. If they manage to find their way in through a crack. So God sent me a warning to make sure I'm stern and keep my door shut. And at this point, it's by any means necessary. I got clearance. At this level right here, dealing with this right here, what I just seen, any means necessary. That's what it's gonna be. I was being nice, but what I see, what I'm dealing with right here, this spirit, this horsefly spirit that I seen, that flew in my truck, it going down. It's any means necessary. Do not play with me out here. Like demons, Satan don't even play with me out here. Like, do not play with me with my boundaries and what I got in place out here. Period. So if you know, like, whatever this is, this spirit, they're trying to pop back in my life and trying to be back around me, oh yeah, you're gonna have hell on earth if you violate in any kind of way. And God said you look for a window to crack. He said you look for a crack to come through. He said you can't come through the door. You can't even really come through the window. But he said you peeping and you trying to find a crack. So he told me make sure I seal all my cracks of anything that may possibly open the door. He said do not open no doors in this process. Do not crack no windows in this process. Because this horsefly and this horsefly spirit, they represent a lot of different people. He said they trying to find their way back. He said they trying to find their way back, and they looking through cracks in your life. Spiritual cracks you got going on. They trying to find a way in. This is what they trying to do. And he said, if they come in and invade your space, he said it's gonna be a huge problem for you to get rid of them this time around. So it's a warning even for me. Because you know how the Bible say when the spirit leaves, it go back out seeking dry places, and when it find no rest, it try to come back, and it come back 7 times worse. You think I'm finna deal with a spirit or a demon that I finally removed out of my life and finna deal with 7 times what I already been through out here? Oh no, no deals. No deals in this process. No deals. I ain't going through none of that. So, this horsefly, it know it's not welcome. It cannot come through the front door. It got to sneak in through a crack. It's looking for a crack to try to pop back into my life. But this horsefly is not coming back in through the crack. Because like even when that horsefly was in my truck, I don't know where it went. I'm like, is it still like it could possibly be in my truck right now? I have no clue where that fly went when he got in my truck. And God said, that's how it's gonna be. God said it's gonna hide, and they're gonna try to figure out a way where you can't see it, so you can't properly remove it. Like, it's gonna make its way. It's gonna make it so hard for you to remove it if it pop back in your life this time. These people, they gonna try to make it almost impossible for you to even figure it out. Like, for you to even get it out, it's gonna be impossible. And so when I see it to that level, that means death gonna be involved in it. Like, you gotta be removed with death. Like when God say you gotta be removed with force, cause even when you have a horsefly and you fanning it, it will not move. You got to use force to remove a horsefly. So this right here, these people right here, they got to be removed with force. So is this what y'all trying to push it to in this process to you people? Because I'm the wrong one to play with. I'm the wrong one out here. And like I said, the warnings have been sent. God being nice, giving you grace, telling you to move forward. But if you feel like you finna pop back up in my life and you finna come in through a window, through a crack, you trying to find any, because you know you can't come through the front door. Like, you know this, like you are well aware of this. And you think you're going to be bothersome and be a pest and be a nuisance and be problematic in my life? Like, you think this is what you finna do with me while I'm walking around happy and hee ha ha all through the city of Memphis? You think you finna disrupt my peace and my happiness and my joy out here? Oh, no. No way possible. Ain't none of that finna go on in this process. This is a warning to you people. This is a warning. You have been warned. God himself finna step in and deal with you. If you don't heed to the warnings that he been sending, and he said he told you this. He said he already let you know you can't come back. He said, but you refuse to accept that he said you cannot come back. You got this very stubborn horsefly spirit in you. And what kind of me, as I was working, that song, shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. I belong to somebody. So when I see me singing that song and it's playing in my head, whoever this is, they receiving warnings to go. You getting warning after warning after warning. When they say shoot fly, don't bother me, that's a warning. So with me hearing that song, whoever these people is, and there's more than one, you have been warned. But for whatever reason, you lurking around trying to find cracks in my life, trying to peek through a small window. Any door that can possibly, any window, because you can't come through the door. So you can't come and reveal yourself through the front. So you got to sneak in. So to me, this deception. So you got to come in through the window and you can't come through the front door. That means deception going to be involved in this picture. I'm getting that too out of this. So for you to try to sneak and come through a crack of a window, God told me, have your discernment up. But why he tell me he have my discernment up? Because like me, like I said, I got my window cracked. Because me, I'm just really just trying to eat. Just trying to do what I do out here. And for something to come in through the crack of a window, oh no. My discernment is through the roof right now. Through the roof. If you ain't been around me, and God closed that door, and he did shut that door, that's why you trying to sneak through a crack of a window, because you can't come through the door no more. Like, you know this. Like, it's understood. It's understood you not even welcome. But you don't care, because you coming to invade. That's what you coming to do. You trying to invade my peace, invade my space, invade my happiness, invade my joy. You coming to invade. And God told me about the swine, and how when he give you something valuable, how you supposed to protect it, because they would trample you in this process. So whoever this is, they coming to take what's valuable what God instilled and put in me, and they think they gonna trample and attack me in the end in this process, and it ain't finna go down like that. I'm telling you what it is right now, because I do not got time for one. I don't even deal with demons. They beneath me. But if you want to put yourself in position to be used by Satan, and you want to deal, and this is what you're trying to do out here. It's gonna be done with force. It's gonna get ugly, and it may be to the point of death. Cause I seen a blackbird flying around me while I was out trying to make sure this fly got out my truck in this process. It may be to the point of death. So I'm finna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day out here. Yeah, like I said, God gonna put me up on everything going on, but I'm just like, if God, I'm gonna say this like this: if God told you to go forward with yourself, you need to be trying to go forward with yourself. This right here, you don't want these kind of problems that's gonna come behind this right here. Like this the type of problem you don't want to deal with. I'm telling you this right now. You ain't gonna want to deal with these kind of problems right here. That's gonna be the result of you just refusing to go forward. So I'm finna let y'all go. The warning has been sent. Guys, anything else need to be said about this? Like horsefly, spirit thing. Is there anything else need to be said dealing with it right here? He said, no. He said, you have been warned. Well, you warned. You've been warned. But you keep feeling like you can pop back up. And you know you can't come through the front door. So you got to use deception when you come through a window. When you come through the crack of a window, I'm eating my food. My window cracked. Like, I was thinking like, it ain't no way possible. Anything, even though I said in my mind before I even started eating, like, I hope don't nothing fly in my truck because my window was cracked. I still was thinking like, it's impossible. Like, ain't nothing finna, and the first thing happened, something flew in my truck. You know why? Because my window was open. So God said, you make sure you stand stern out here with your nose. Do not have no mercy out here. Do not give no grace. The grace already been given. Everything that needed to be given has already been given in this situation. The judgment has already been decided in this situation. So now you stand stern on your no. You stand stern on your boundaries out here. Don't let nobody feel like they finna come into your space, into your happiness. You doing good out here. And then they think they finna trample all over that like the swine. Like, no deals. Ain't none of this finna go on in this process. So I'm finna let y'all go. The warning has been sent. That's my revelation dealing with that horsefly that I seen today. And enjoy y'all day.